Hot out of the pizza oven, these are cream cheese snickerdoodle Sopapilla bars. So delicious, so fast to make for your family and friends. Let me show you how to do it. Desserts on the Blackstone are so fun, especially in the new Blackstone 22-inch pizza oven attachment. This is like a little oven that cooks just about anything that you would in your oven in less time. And since we love making desserts for family and friends, especially when it's last minute and I need something quick but something satisfying, these Sopapillas couldn't be any easier. They take Pillsbury croissant rolls, which are always on hand here in my refrigerator, some sweetened cream cheese, and of course I'm using the Blackstone snickerdoodle, so let's jump right into it. First things first, I'm going to heat up a small pot and melt down some butter right on our Blackstone griddle surface. We've got our Blackstone 22-inch pizza oven attachment preheating. I want this to stay around 400 degrees. The typical recipe for this calls for it to bake at 350. Our pizza oven is ranging around 400, so it's going to take less time. While that preheats, let's get to our whipped cream cheese. I love using whipped cream cheese for desserts. It just makes it easier. You don't have to waste any time waiting for cream cheese to soften. Into a large mixing bowl, we'll add 16 ounces of our whipped cream cheese. You'll want to sweeten this up with about 3/4 cups of white sugar. Now the recipe online does call for way more, up to I think a cup and a half, but 3/4 of a cup for me is just fine. We're adding in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, and we'll give this a mix. You can use a hand mixer if you'd like, but it's so simple since we're using that whipped cream cheese. Now that this is done, let's slide it aside and jump over to our Pillsbury crescent rolls. I've got a 9x13 baking tray. We want to add 1 full can of these crescent rolls on the bottom of this baking dish, and last minute I decided to add some parchment paper, so we're starting over. This will make for easy cleanup. We want to make sure we seal all of the perforated lines on these crescent rolls so that none of that cream cheese leaks out the bottom. Once that's done, we're going to add our cream cheese mixture, spread that across evenly. Now over the top with 1 more can of our crescent rolls, sealing all of those perforated lines. We'll grab our melted butter, and I'm going to brush this over the top of this. I don't want to go crazy and pour too much, so using a brush will really ensure that you don't overload this with butter. And then immediately hit this with the Blackstone snickerdoodle seasoning. If you don't have this, you could use just a mixture of cinnamon and sugar, but the snickerdoodle has so much extra flavors like nutmeg and allspice and maple that you guys are going to love if you have it. Now into the pizza oven this goes. We're ranging between 400 and 425, which is a little bit hotter than I'd like, so I am going to leave the door off of the Blackstone pizza oven. This way it doesn't get any hotter. I'm already at the lowest setting. Therefore, every 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to rotate this sheet pan for even cooking and just to get a little peek at it and make sure that nothing is burning. As these croissants cook up and that cream cheese starts to melt through and warm through, the mixture of the butter and that snickerdoodle seasoning is going to really caramelize all across the top, creating a nice crispy crunch when you cut into this. If you don't have the Blackstone pizza oven, you could try this in smaller pans that fit right into your Blackstone air fryer, or cook this right in your oven at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. After about 18 minutes, I'm cutting the heat off of this Blackstone pizza oven and allowing this to sit in there for a few extra minutes just to ensure it cooked through. And then we'll pull this out, and now is the hardest part of this entire recipe, is waiting for it to cool down. While you could slice right into this and enjoy it hot out of the oven, you really want to let it cool just so that cream cheese doesn't come oozing out and you lose the shape of these. Once cooled down, you can slice these up, whether you're serving them as a full-size dessert for one, or into little bite-sized bars or 3-bite bars. However you decide to slice these and serve them up, I can guarantee you that your friends and family are going to love these, especially the fact that you cook them right inside your Blackstone pizza oven. I just know you're gonna love them just as much as I do. Now go make some and enjoy them. I've got to get away from these before I eat every single one of them.